Good Saturday afternoon to everybody. It's Saturday, September the 23rd, and I recently did a video on the customer service of History Maker Baseball, and I pulled out a couple of examples where the 2017 in-season replay set, the relief pitchers and starting pitchers that were left-handed got corrected. And so that got me thinking another good option with this in-season set is to actually play games before they happen. So I went to the Major League website and looked up the starting lineups for the game between the Cubs and the Brewers. That's going to take place in approximately 45 minutes from now at Miller Park in Milwaukee, and decided to do a pre-play on it. Since they're both contending teams, thought that might be a good thing to try out. And it's the only day game I could find. Everything else was at night, so they did not have the starting lineups listed. And again, these are subject to change according to their website, but I did go ahead and use the starting lineups that they presented. Hi Mark, how you doing? I did decide to go ahead and use the starting lineups they presented on their web, so be it, but I'm not what they gave me on the website. So it is going to be Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs and lefty Brent Suter for the Brewers. And the starting umpires for today's game, I'm using the actual umpires that are at Miller Park. However, the home plate umpire, Chris Cuccione, I could not find the card for him, so he's going to be sick. I'm going to rule him as sick. And Joe West is going to take over as the home plate umpire. Everybody else is going to be as they are in real life at Miller Park. Dana DeMuth at first. So the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs, John Jay will lead off in left field. Chris Bryant's at third. Anthony Rizzo is at first. Wilson Contreras is batting fourth and catching. Alberto Almora is in center field hitting fifth. Addison Russell, shortstop, hits sixth. Javier Baez at second hits seventh. Ian Happ in right hits eighth. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. For the Brewers, leading off will be Eric Sogard at second. Neil Walker, he's got a Mets card, but he's been traded, so I had to bring him over to the Brewers. He will bat second and play first. Ryan Braun's in left field. He will hit third. Travis Shaw is at cleanup, and he will play at third base. Eric Timms, he usually plays first base, but he's in right field today. He will hit fifth. Stephen Vogt, acquired from Oakland, will be the catcher, and he will bat sixth. Orlando Arcia is the shortstop. He will hit seventh. Brett Phillips, rookie center fielder, will hit in the eighth position. And batting ninth is Brent Suter, lefty. All right, so we are all set to go. Brent Suter has finished his warm-up tosses. And we got John Jay on the mound. And we'll see how this turns out compared to what the real game turns out later on this afternoon. 3-4-4. 3-4-4. 3-4-4 asks, is the pitcher a prospect? Suter is a semi-prospect. So therefore, it's a fence check right off the bat. The very first check of the game is a fence check. For the Cubs, however, Jay is a scrapper, so he won't get a home run or anything, but he could get up to a triple depending on the roll. So we'll see what the roll says. It's a 6, and that is going to be the triple, because on the scrapper category, a 6 will get you a triple. So John Jay has hit a leadoff triple off of Brent Suter, and the Cubs are off to a good start, obviously, and that'll bring it back. First inning, they're going to try to stop a big inning from happening. 2-3-6, though, that's the full control, which most pitchers don't have. Bryant puts right one out. I'm sorry, with nobody out for Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo, 3-3-6 for 6. Rizzo, 3-3-6, is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not. Is Rizzo sad sack, utility, or patient? Anthony Rizzo is semi-patient. Desiree says he's patient. He's too patient. He takes a call at strike 3. So there's one away. That'll bring up Wilson Contreras, the catcher. And that's a 2-3-3. 2-3-3 for the starter, Suter. It asks, is he an ace or a star? He's a semi-star, or semi-star, however you want to say it. He is a semi-star. Desiree, though, says no. So he will not be a star. So then it asks, is the batter a slugger? Wilson Contreras is a home run king, but he is not a slugger. So he misses out that opportunity. It's a fly to center. Now, is it a sac fly? Well, according to the book, says here, active runner on third scores on flyout. Others hold. John Jay has to be active to score on the sacrifice fly. John Jay is listed as neutral, so he will not score. It's just going to simply be a fly out to center field for out number 2. So pitch out of this. He's got one batter to go. That's Alberto Amora, center fielder. It's a 1-1-3. 1-1-3. Is he an ace? No. Is the batter a slugger? Amora is not a slugger, but he will still single to center field. There are 2 stars there, and the 2 stars mean if he is a sad sack or a home run, he will strike out. He's neither. It's a base hit. It's a good base hit. Almora has just put the Cubs up 1-0. Cool, D. Scott. I wish I could be there. I'm in Virginia, so I'm quite a few miles away, but I do hope you have a great time out there. All right, so Almora gets the RBI single, brings up Addison Russell, and D. Scott or whoever else is watching. This game is going to be played in about 45 minutes at Miller Park, so I'm trying to do a pre-play on it to see what happens. All right, it's a 2-2-4, and a 2-2-4 is the pitching at home perk, which he is. We are at Miller Park, so Suter gets that perk. It's a pop to short. And the inning is over, but the Cubs do pick up a run on the Amora base hit. And after half an inning, it's Cubs 1, Brewers coming to bat. Kyle Hendricks, the beneficiary of the 1-run lead. He'll be starting off as Eric Sogard. It's 2-3-6. That's a double control, which hardly anybody has, and it is a walk. So for most pitchers, it's a guaranteed walk. For the people who do have double control, it's 2 outs, so it's feast or famine. Here's Neil Walker. It's a 2-3-3, and we just had that recently too. That's the one about ace or star. He is a semi-star, but Desired Eye says no. So he's asking, is he a slugger? Hey, Beatles. Neil Walker just happens to be a slugger. So since he's a slugger, that is a home run to left field. So it's a 2-run shot for Neil Walker, and the Brewers get that 1 run back and then some with a 2-run shot. They're up 2-1. And there's still nobody out. So Kyle Hendricks has faced 2 batters and given up 2 runs. Here's Brian Braun. Oh, that's not good for Hendricks either. 6-6-6. 6-6-6. Is he an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter a sad sack? Braun is not a sad sack. So we got a glove check. And on the glove micro chart, the only way to stop a home run is to have a gold outfielder. And in the Cubs outfielders in this game, you got Ian Happ, John Jay. None of those are gold. That's going to be a home run for Ryan Braun, because you have to be a home run in order to stop a home run with the glove check. So Ryan Braun goes back to back, and the Brewers lead it 3-1. So anybody that's out there that might be a Cubs hater certainly enjoying this. Here's Travis Shaw. It's a 5-6. Hendricks is semi-struggler for 3 straight base runners as well. Travis Shaw on a 5-6-6. Is he wild? No, Hendricks has got semi-control. Does the batter have a good eye? Travis Shaw does not have a good eye, so he will strike out. So that finally ends the string of base runners. There's 1 away. That result was in blue, so amazingly, Hendricks goes from being a semi-struggler to being semi-hot, as he will face Eric Thames on the right now chart. And now they're both neutral, so it's a 4-6. 4-6 says hot pitcher, which he is not. He is neutral. If he was, he would baffle him with the 3rd strikeout. Otherwise, it's a ground out to the pitcher with his only play at first base. But nobody's on base, so it's simply a 1-3 ground out. And there's 2 away for Steve. He came over from the A's. It's 1-2-3. That's flash and fresh. He does have the flash quality. We're in the 1st inning, so he is fresh. It is a strikeout. But the Brew Crew put up 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st, thanks to 2 home runs. And after 1 complete, it's Brewers 3 and Cubs 1. Javier Baez starts off the top of the 2nd. And we get a 2-4-5, which is going to ask if he is a hero. Is Baez a hero? Baez is a semi-hero. If I can get the focus right, he's a semi-hero. but desired eye says no, so he's going to pop it up to second. And there's one away. And I think what I might do now is just start reading it off the book instead of showing the results every time, because I think I can go smoother that way and go quicker. Ball error. I'm imagining it would do okay, but I honestly never tried it, so I don't know. I guess the only way to know is to actually try it. All right, 355 asking, is the pitcher a struggler? He is not. Is the batter a champion? Hap is not a champion. So he's going to ground to second unless he's a whiffer, and he happens to be a whiffer, so he will strike out. That's out number 2. And now we got the pitcher spot. Kyle Hendricks. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's a 6-6-6 for Hendricks. How about that? Well, is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter a sad sack? Hendricks just happens to be a sad sack batter, so that means it's going to be a fly to center. It will not be a glove check, and that's going to end the inning. So 3 down for the Cubs, nothing doing. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-1 still in favor of the Brew Crew. Hello, Mike McAllister. How you doing? 3-1 in favor of the Brew Crew. We start the bottom of the second. Orlando Arcia, the batter. It's a 1-2-4, which is a control check. And Hendricks has semi-control. Desired eye says he has control, so it's going to be a ground out to short. And there's one away. That'll bring up the center fielder, Brett Phillips, rookie center fielder for the Brew Crew. 2-2-3. 2-2-3. 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No, Hendricks is not wild. Is the batter slugger or utility? Brett Phillips is semi-utility, but desired eye says no. So it's going to be a single to left field. And if he's active, he would steal. He's not active, but it will be a single for Phillips. And what that will do is allow the pitcher, Suter, to bunt since the runner's on first. So he's going to do a sac bunt. And it's a 1, but you got to be active runner to beat that out. So we're not going to say the pitcher's not going to beat that out. So it's simply a sac fly or sac bunt. So it's a sacrifice hit, and Phillips will make it over to second base. So 2 down, runner at second, and Eric Sogard, who walked and scored his first time up, is stepping to the plate. 2-3-4 is plate drama, and we do have runners on base, so there will be plate drama. Contreras, as a catcher, is rated as neutral in his fielding ability. So we'll see what happens here on this plate drama. It's 2-5. 2-5 on plate drama says catcher gold. No, he's not gold. If he was, he would dig a ball out of the dirt for a ball. Otherwise, it's a pass ball. So since he's not gold, it is a pass ball on Contreras. And that moves the runner to third with only 1 out. Check it, it's 2 outs. So 2 outs, a runner at third. Sogard still at the plate. 4-5-5 and a 4-5-5. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. Kyle Hendricks does have the flash quality, so it will be a strikeout because Sogard does not have the good eye. So it's a strikeout to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Brewers after 2 complete. It is still a 3-1 Brewers lead. And top of the order for the Cubs, John Jay will be leading things off. Jay, 3-5-5. Ask, is the pitcher a struggler? He is not. Is the batter a champion? No, John Jay is not. So he will ground to second unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer, but desired eye says he's not this time. So it's a 4-3 ground out, and John Jay is retired. Brings up Chris Bryant. 2-5-6. 2-5-6 is asking if the pitcher is a struggler, which he is not. Is Bryant champion or patient? Bryant is semi-patient. Desired eye says he's patient. So therefore it's a walk. So Chris Bryant has walked both times. And that'll bring up Anthony Rizzo. Lefty on lefty matchup. 3-3-6. 3-3-6 is asking, is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? Rizzo's semi-patient, but desired eye says not this time. So it's a single to center field. That's a 2-base advancement, so Bryant will motor to third. Runners are at the corners. And what we're going to have now is an experience check because that was in red. So we're going to go to the experience chart. Suter is a semi-prospect, and so is Contreras. Well, they're both prospects. 1-6, and they're both prospects. 1-6. Icon pitcher Nope, he's a prospect. So if he was, it'd be a ground to short. Otherwise, it's a single to the outfield. So that's a single for Contreras. Lead die of 1 is a 1-base advancement, but that will score Bryant from third base. Cubs pick up a run, cut the lead to 3-2. And now Suter is a semi-struggler because that's the third straight base runner he is allowed. Runners at first and second, 1 out for Almora. And that's a 2-4-6, and 2-4-6 asks about control. He's got semi-control. Decider die says no. And then we go over to, is he a batter an eager or sad sack? Well, he's semi-eager, but we're going to have to re-roll the decider die to determine if he's eager or not. Let's get it on camera. We can see he is not. So he's not eager. So he's going to walk. So that's going to load the bases. And now he's a full struggler. He is a full struggler, Mr. Suter. And he's going to have to face Addison Russell. But the manager of the Brewers is going to make a walk to the pitching mound. And by walking to the pitching mound, you can add or remove any pitching quality. So we're going to remove that struggler quality. That struggler quality is going to be gone for this at bat. So Craig Counsell, trying to see if he can't get his pitcher back track, is removing that struggler quality. And that's the first manager card they've used. Here's Russell, bases loaded, 1 out. Trying to turn 2 on a double play. 1-1-4, that might be a good response. 1-1-4 is asking if he's fresh, which he is. That's important. On lead die 1, it's double play. So 6-4-3, double play ends the inning. And the Cubs only get 1. So the Brewers still maintain a 3-2 lead as we go to the bottom of the third thanks to that double play. All right, here's Neil Walker. He will lead things off. He homered his first time up. It's 2-3-5, which is asking if the pitcher is wild. He is not. Then it asks, is the batter eager? No, he's not eager. His only quality is a slugger. So he's going to ground to second, and that's 1 away. So Neil Walker is done. Here's Ryan Braun. He also homered his first time up as they got to Hendricks for 3 runs in the first. 2-3-5, that's the same roll, I do believe. Is he wild? No. Is he eager? And no, he's not. He's not eager. So it's going to be another ground out to second. 2 down for Travis Shaw. It's a 3-3-6 for Travis Shaw. That's asking, is the pitcher an ace? He is not. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? He's none of that. So that's a single to center for Travis Shaw. That result is also happens to be in red. So we'll go to the experience chart for Timms. He's a semi-prospect, and Hendricks is neutral. So he will be a prospect against a neutral pitcher. And that's a 2-2. 2-2 says prospect pitcher. No, he's not a prospect pitcher. He's neutral. If he was, it'd be a fence check. Otherwise, it's a pop-up right to the pitcher. So that's going to do it for the Brew Crew in the third as Timms pops out to Hendricks. So 3 innings are in the books, and it's Cubs trail 3-2 against the Brewers. That'll bring up Javier Baez as we start the top of the fourth. Javier Baez. 1-1-5 for Baez. Ask, is the pitcher fresh? No, we're in the fourth inning. You need the decider die to be fresh, so he is not fresh. Is the batter a home run king or a sad sack? Javier Baez is a semi-home run king, so we're going to re-roll the decider die to see if he's a home run king in this at-bat. And he is. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it did roll a dot. So since he's a home run king, he will strike out. So Javier Baez. Hello, ID Jester. How are you doing? Here's Ian Happ. It's a 1-2-3. That's flash and fresh. He does have the flash quality, but he's not fresh. So it's going to be a ground ball to short instead of a strikeout. And there's 2 away. Brings up the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. It's a 1-5-6, and that's asked, is the batter a whiffer? Kyle Hendricks is a whiffer. It's a strikeout. The inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still Brewers 3, Cubs 2. And Stephen Vogt will lead things off for the Brew Crew. So 1-6-6, that's asked, is the pitcher a workman? He is not. Is the batter a whiffer? He certainly is. He's a semi-whiffer. Decider die says he's a whiffer, so Vogt down on strikes. That'll bring up Orlando Arcia. Arcia, a 2.44. Is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not. It's batter champion? No, he's not. It's ground out to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer, but decider die says he's not, so it's simply a grounder to short. 2 down, that'll bring up the rookie Brett Phillips, the center fielder. 1-3-3 for Phillips. Blank asking if Phillips is a slugger. He's a semi-home run king, but he is not a slugger. So therefore, it's going to be a fly to left, and the inning is over. So we go to, thing is buffering again. I hope it's not doing that. It's kind of getting to be annoying now that my T-Mobile connection may not be as good as I want it to be. I don't know, but hopefully it's not too choppy. That's why I do a lot of videos offline, just because I don't get that choppiness. But I need to do the to have it on. What I normally do is, if I'm playing, when I'm playing my payoff pitch Orioles replay, I input the stats on the replay base. But yeah, I have checked that out, all that dice rolling equipment and whatnot. So yes, I have seen it. Pretty cool. All right, so John Jay is going to lead off the top of the 5th as it still trail 3-2. Here is a 1-2-5. It's asking, is the pitcher a struggler? He is not. Is John Jay patient? He is not. It's ground out to third unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer, but decider die says no. So it's a ground out to third, and the top of the 5th is underway with 1 away. Brings up Chris Bryant. No ID. It's definitely choppy because I'm getting a message about this something with my internet connection. I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully it will clear. Sometimes it clears up on its own after a few minutes. Hopefully it will do that. The only reason I'm playing this live is because the game is about ready to start, and so I'm trying to do it real time. Or otherwise, on any other game, I'll just tape it and put it on later. 2-6-6. Is there a runner on first? No, there's not. It's not the leadoff batter, so it's a fly to right. And I think if I put the cards in front of the camera, that causes the choppiness a little more. So I'm going to try to not do that and see if it clears itself up. Same with the book. So I'm just going to keep everything off camera as best I can. Just have the dice on camera. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is the batter champion or patient? He's semi-patient. Decider die says he's patient, so it will be a walk to Anthony Rizzo. Draws a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Contreras, the catcher. It's a 4-5-6, and that's going to ask if he is patient, which he is not. So it's a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. That resulted in purple, so the first at bat of the bottom of the 5th will be off of the chemistry chart. And I've got both teams to be neutral by default. So neutral, and it's going to be the at bat of the pitcher, Suter. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, Beto, I think when I'm not, if I put the cards, for some reason when the camera has to focus in and out when I put those cards in front of it, I think that causes defaulting to not have that. So I'm hoping it helps. So Suter on a 5-6, he's the batter on the chemistry. Pitching team dissonance, no, they're neutral. Let's see here. They're not dissonant. They are neutral. So it's a strikeout. So Suter leads off the inning with a strikeout. That's blue, so we're going right now. And since we're in the bottom of the 5th, we still need the decider die. So he's semi-hot pitcher against Sogard, who is a semi-cold batter because he struck out last. Cold. And they are hot and cold. 4-6. 4-6 says hot pitcher. Yes, he is. It's a strikeout. So 2 down. And that brings up Neil Walker. 2 outs, base is empty for Neil Walker. And we get a 2-2-3. 2-2-3. About. Is the pitcher an ace? I'm sorry. No, 2-2-3 is asking if he's wild. Hendricks is not wild. Yes, he is. He is a. So that's going to be a line out to short. And that's going to end the inning. So 5 innings are in the books. Brewers still clinging to a 3-2 lead. Yes, Mike, it doesn't surprise me they did that because of their great customer service. They probably didn't even, when they were making the book, they probably didn't put that into consideration, but now they're made aware of it. I'm sure they will do whatever they need to do to get it, to where they need it to be. So now Alberto Amora will lead off the sixth. Last inning of semi-freshness for Suter. 2-2-3. 2-2-3 asks, is the pitcher wild? Suter is not wild. Is the batter slugger or utility? He is not. So it's a single to left for Almora. And he will get a leadoff single. That brings up Russell, a 3-4-4. 3-4-4 asks, is the pitcher a prospect? He's a semi-prospect, but the sire die says no. Is the batter patient? No, he's not. So it's a pop out to second. Yes, they could, Beatles. They certainly could learn from Play.com as far as customer service goes. So Russell pops to second. That's one away. And that brings up Javier Baez. 5-5-6. Is the pitcher an ace? No. Is the batter a sad sack? No. It's a double to right field for Baez. And that double for Baez. Camera straight here. A little snafu. Just hit something. Hold on, I'll get it stabilized in a minute. After I'll hold it there. That's a double for Baez on a lead die of 5. The runner is going to score from first, and we got a tie ball game at 5 apiece. So we are tied at 5-5, and that's going to bring up Ian Happ. Runner at second and out. That is a 1-4-5. 1-4. No, he's not a struggler. So it's going to be the first baseman, number 2. Baez will advance to third, but now there are 2 outs. For the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, and he will stay in to pitch. He's pitching. All right, here we go. Hendricks, 1-2-6, and ask, is the pitcher fresh? And yes, he is. Desired to give him that freshness, so it's a line out to second. And the inning's over, but the Cubs pick up a run and have tied the ball game at 3 apiece as the sunshine now starts to come into Miller Park. And now Ryan Braun. ID, the running advancement is based on the lead die, the lowest number, which is considered the lead die. So if you get a 1, 2, 4, the 1 would be the lead die. And when you get a 1, you usually get 1 base advancement. A 2, you get 1 base advancement. 3, 4, and 5 you usually get, and 6 you usually get 2 bases. But it's all in the playbook, in this little blue section of the playbook where my thumb is. That gives you the run advancement. So you don't have to question it or worry about it. There is a chance that you can try extra bases, but the game will tell you based on the lead die. And when I say lead die again, that means in this case the lead die is a 1, not because it's red, but because it's the lowest number. So that tells you what we need to know for base running. All right, here's Ryan Braun. He's going to lead off as we're now tied at 3. 4-5-5. 4-5-5 as Hendricks has it, so that will be a strikeout. So Hendricks is out on gets Braun out on strikes to start the inning. Hello, Al, Red Sox fan. How you doing? And we get a 6-6-6 again. That's not good. That is not good. 6-6-6 is probably... I'm doing laundry myself while I'm playing this game, Al. All right, 6-6-6. Is he an ace? No. Is Travis Shaw a sad sack? No. We got a glove check, and we've already seen there's no gold outfielder, so that is a home run for Travis Shaw. And the Brewers reclaim the lead 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. And that'll bring up Eric Timms. They're going to leave Hendricks in there. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Timms, is he whiffer or cold? He is a whiffer, so he will strike out. Out number 2. Al, the video has been a little choppy early on. I'm not showing the book or the cards. That seems to help the choppiness. But on 1-5-6, you take 1 base. That would be correct, ID, unless there's 2 outs. If there's 2 outs and you roll a 1, then a guy on second can score. But everything else, you get a 1 base advancement. All right, here's Stephen Vogt, and that's a 1-5-5. And 1-5-5 is asking if the batter is a home run king. Stephen Vogt's a semi-slugger, but not a home run king. So that check will fail. He will fly to center, and the inning will be over. But the Brewers reclaim the lead 4-3 thanks to that home run. And now we go to the 7th. And the bullpen for the Brewers will be coming in because Suter gave him 6 good innings. Now they need to turn it over to the bullpen, and it'll be Jacob Barnes. Jacob Barnes will be the new pitcher for the Brew Crew. So Jacob Barnes will come in and pitch the 7th as Suter goes 6 innings. And the leadoff batter will be John Jay against. And Barnes will be an ace this first at bat. You get that perk when you face your first batter. It's a 2-4-5. That asks, is the batter a hero? John Jay is a semi-hero, and Decider Die says he is a hero. So that's going to be a single to left field for John Jay. Going with a leadoff single. And that brings up Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant. Whoa, 6-6-6. That's not good either if you're the Brewers. That's another check to see if he's an ace, which he's not. Bryant's not a sad sack. Now we got to see if any of the Brewers have gold outfielders. I don't think they do. Phillips is neutral. Let's check the other outfielders. I didn't write down their ratings like I should have. Let's see who else is. Timms is neutral. And Braun is neutral. So that's going to be a home run. They don't have a gold outfielder to stop it. So that is a Chris Bryant 2-run shot. And the Cubs now grab the lead by the score of 5-4. And Jacob Barnes is being treated roughly in his appearance today. Two runs with a single and a home run. Now here's Anthony Rizzo. It's 2-3-6. That's double control, which he does not have, so it's a walk. And that consecutive base. Wilson control. That's 5-5. Is the pitcher a struggler? He's a semi-struggler. Decider Die says he's a struggler. To left field, and on a lead of 3, that's a 2-base advancement. So it's a 2-run or an RBI double, eh? And third. So runners are at second and third, and Barnes getting anybody out, so he may be in trouble. Mora, he's a full stroke now. So 1-1-2, ask if he has flash. That's the one quality he does have, is the flash quality. So it will be a strikeout, and that will at least take the struggler quality away from him. But the Cubs have already taken the lead, and they're threatening again. Second and third, 1 out. Infield is going to have to be in. Here's Addison Russell. 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Is the batter have a good eye? No, he doesn't. So it's another strikeout. So Barnes coming back with some strikeouts, and that was in blue. So we're going for the Javier Baez at bat. Javier Baez, in his last outing, hit a double, so he's hot. And the pitcher, Barnes, is also hot. So hot against hot, and we got a 5-6. Hot pitcher shows best stuff for tire side, alternating ground outs, and fly outs. But it's the third out of the inning, so that's all we need. But the Cubs pick up 2 runs, and they take a 5-4 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th. If Steve Tower was here, he could play his ukulele, but he's not, and I don't have a uke, and you don't want to hear me, so we're going to keep going. Cubs do have the bullpen going in case Hendricks starts to falter. They're going to let Hendricks start the inning, though, so let's see. Arcia, 1-4-5 for Arcia. Ask, is the pitcher a struggler? No, he's not. So therefore, we have a ground ball to third, and that's 1 away. So Arcia is out, 1 away for Brett Phillips, the rookie shortstop. 2-4-5. Ask if he's a hero, and he is not. So he's going to pop it up to second for out number 2. That result was in red, but we're not going to go to that because there's a pinch hitter coming for the Brewers, and pinch hitters override the micro charts. So we're going to get a pinch hitter for Barnes, and we'll get a new pitcher for Barnes also. But right now the pinch hitter is going to be, let's see who they want to go to here, Jonathan VR. So Jonathan VR will pinch hit for Barnes here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 out space is empty, so they're hoping he can get something going. We shall see. VR, 3-3-4. Is pitcher an ace or a star? He's a semi-star. Decided I says he's a star. So it's a pop out to first, and the inning is over. So we go to the eighth. I'm going to see if I can keep this here without having to hold it. All right, we go to the eighth. Brewers need bullpen. And Hap, the lefty, is going to be the first guy, and then John Jay is going to, so they want to go to a lefty in the bullpen if they can find one. And I'm sure they've got a lefty out here somewhere. So we'll see who they've got. It looks like Josh Hader. So Josh Hader is going to be the new pitcher for the Brewers. He is a lefty. He's already an ace. Now he'll be a double ace. He's got some great qualities on his card. He's an A-star double flash. So he'll be a double ace this first at bat facing Ian Happ. And that's a 2-2-4, which is the pitching at home, which they are. So it's a pop up to short, and that's one away. And now we'll get a pinch hitter for Hendricks, as he gave 7 good innings, or 7 decent innings, I guess, to say the least. And we'll get a pinch hitter against the lefty Hader, and it's going to be Ben Zobrist. So Ben Zobrist is going to pinch hit for Hendricks, and then we'll get a new pitcher out of the Cubs bullpen. Here is Zobrist. And we get a 1-3-4, which asks, is it a gold catcher? And I don't believe that, no, vote's actually iron. Okay, so as the batter a champion, Zobrist is not a champion. So we have outfield drama. One of the first outfield checks of drama I've seen here. And in the outfield, everyone is neutral for the Brewers. It's a 3-4 on outfield drama. Left fielder iron, no he's not, so it's an easy fly out for out number 2. And Zobrist is gone as the pinch hitter. Brings up John Jay. 2 out spaces empty for John Jay. It's a 1-1-4. 1-1-4 asks, is the pitcher fresh? Yes, he is. We're in the first inning, so it's a ground out to short. And we're in the first inning for his relief. We're in the 8th inning of the game. My bad. But it's a 1-2-3 inning for Josh Hader. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it's time for the Cubs to bring in a bullpen, their bullpen. And let's see, Sogard and Walker, 2 lefty and a switch hitter coming up. They're going to go to the lefty out of the bullpen. So they're going to bring in Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson is coming in from the bullpen, a lefty. All right, so let's see here. We're going to have Wilson coming in to pitch the bottom of the 8th. And he will be facing top of the order, Sogard, Walker, and Braun. Lefty on lefty. And he is an ace this at bat. 1-2-2. 1-2-2 asks if he's a workman, which he is not. Is the batter a champion or a whiffer? Sogard is not. So it's going to line out to third. So he lines to Chris Bryant for out number 1. Here is Neil Walker. 1-4-6. 1-4-6 is the flash. And he has double flash, actually. So Justin Wilson has the double flash. And the result of a 1-4-6 is a flash. And that's a strikeout. And since it's double flash, he gets the double strikeout. He strikes out Walker for out number 2, and he strikes out Braun for out number 3. So we go to the 9th. It's still 5-4 in favor of the Cubs. And that'll bring up, for the Cubs, Chris Bryant, Rizzo, and Contreras. So we've got some righties coming up, and the Brew Crew may want to go to their bullpen. And they're going to go to, let's see who they want to go to. They may go to Carlos Torres. They're going to go to Carlos Torres, the righty. So Carlos Torres is in to pitch the 9th. Try to keep things right where they are. He will be an ace this first at bat against Rizzo. So Torres, 4th pitcher used by the Brewers. And he's an ace against Chris Bryant this at bat. He's also got the flash quality. So 1-3-5, that's the first time that's come up today. 1-3-5 with a black 1 is the ballpark effects. And Miller Park plays semi-small to righties. And that's what Chris Bryant is as a righty, so it's semi-small. So we'll check and see what's going to happen here on this ballpark check. it's going to be neutral because the decider die is blank. It's a 1-6 on the ballpark. Small ballpark, just clears left field foul pole home run. Other ballparks, it's a fly to left. So the decider die basically cost Chris Bryant a home run on that ballpark effect, as it did not make Miller Park small. It made it neutral. So there's one away, and Carlos Torres avoids that disaster. Here's Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo, 235, asks is he wild, which he is not. And then it asks, is the batter eager? Anthony Rizzo is not eager. He will ground to second unless he's patient. He's semi-patient, but decider die says no. So it's a ground to second for out number 2. Brings up Contreras, and Wade Davis is ready to come in for the Cubs to pitch the 9th. Here's Contreras. 1-2-4. Ask about control. He does not have it. Is the batter eager? He is not eager. So it's a walk to Contreras, a 2-out walk. And that brings up Almora to the plate. Three, 4-6. 3-4-6 is the batter eager. Almora is semi-eager. Decider die says he's eager. So it's going to be a fly to center, and that's going to do it for the top of the 9th of the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 9th, last chance for the Brew Crew, and they're going to have to do it against the closer, Wade Davis. Davis is in, and he's going to be facing, heart of the order, Braun, Timms, and Vogt. So Wade Davis coming in to try to wrap it up here for the Cubs. But he's got to get by some tough hitters, first one being Ryan Braun, and he has no margin for error. It's a 5-4 ball game. 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? Yes, he is. On his first at bat, he's an ace. It's a pop out to first. And actually, that was Shaw batting, not Braun. My bad. Shaw was batting. So either way, he's going to pop to first no matter who was batting. So there's one away. And that'll bring up Eric Timms. Timms, 2-3-6. That's a double control, which Wade Davis does not have. That's a walk. Brings up Stephen Vogt. And we might get a pinch hitter for Vogt. Let's check their bench here, and it looks like it's going to be, they may want somebody that's got some punch in their bat. So it looks like they're going to go to Domingo Santana. So Domingo Santana is going to pinch hit for Vogt. See if he can't get something going here with one out and a runner at first. So Domingo Santana pinch hitting. It's a 1-3-5, and that is the unusual play again. And this time a red 1 and a black 5 sends us to balks and bogeys. So we go to balks and bogeys, which is always an interesting place to go. And we'll see what happens on balks and bogeys. It's a 1-5. 1-5 on the balks and bogeys. Rain delay. Well, we don't have a rain delay because we're indoors, so that's going to be ignored. And we'll continue on with the new at bat. So the roof was closed at Miller Park, so no need to worry about rain delays. It's a 1-3-3. 1-3-3 asks, is the batter a slugger? The just happens to be a slugger. And as you can see on a 1-3-3, if you're a slugger, it's a home run to center field. So Domingo Santana has come off the bench with a pinch hit 2-run homer to walk off the Cubs. Final score, Brewers 6, Cubs 5. Wade Davis blows the save and gets the loss. And Torres gets the win in relief. And being mobbed at the plate is Domingo Santana. His pinch hit home run has given the Brewers the victory, thanks to him being a slugger. That is the playthrough of the pre-play of this afternoon's games, or this afternoon's game between the Brewers and the Cubs. If you want to go check out that game later on, or if it's on TV, I don't know. But compare the score in this pre-play. The Brewers walk off the Cubs 6-5 on a Santana pinch hit home run, and we'll see if that holds true in the actual game or not. But again, that just shows you how fun the 2017 in-season set is for Play.com's History of Baseball. We had a pinch hit walk-off home run by Santana. So manager Craig Counsell of the Brewers did pulled the right string there, pushed the right button. Santana came through, and they walk off the Cubs, and Wade Davis and the genius Joe Madden go back in the clubhouse as sad sacks as the Brewers walk them off 6-5. So all the people that are not necessarily Cub fans would probably enjoy that result. Either way, it was fun to play since it's a game that's probably getting ready to start now if it hasn't started already. And you can kind of follow it along and see how it does and see how this comes up. All right, ID, you guys take care. Everybody else, Mike McAllister, Al, Red Sox fan, Beatles, whoever else I might have missed, you guys take care. Hope you guys enjoyed the pre-play. Hopefully the choppiness went away after a while. When I started not putting the cards in front of the camera, I think that probably helped a little bit. Either way, hope you guys have a great Saturday. And as usual, I'll see you all down the road.